Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. I am SoCal Thero, and today we are going to be taking a trip from where is this? I think we're in Roswell, New Mexico right now. We're actually going to be taking a trip all the way over here to where is it? Oh yeah, Truckee, California. We have some fruit that is coming from FedEx, which is kind of weird, I guess. I have some fruit coming through FedEx, but then a FedEx Express trailer, and we're going to be taking it out there to look like a Walmart. A lot of things have changed since I originally recorded this game. There's a lot to talk about because there's a lot that has happened. If you've only followed this series, then you have been pretty much in the dark in the way of finding out stuff about my personal life and then stuff going on within the channel and whatnot. So we're gonna go ahead and hop in the cab here, and then we're gonna go ahead and turn our engine on, let it warm up a little bit here, and kill the brake. There we go, and we are gonna make our trip out here right now. And make sure we can swing wide enough for this trailer to get out. Oh, there we go. And we got a car coming. Oh, nope. Okay, they turned. Cool. There we go. And we are out on the road. So, a lot has changed for this series. I know it's been a long time since I recorded for it. And I do apologize for that. I do like playing this game. It's just I don't always have the time to do it. And then at the time the channel wasn't that big, so I wasn't sure what kind of... Oh, and I'm already getting a red light violation for crossing the line. Now we're starting off strong already. And now the AI is stuck thinking that I'm out there. That's great. And they're gonna let me go. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and go then. I just gotta swing wide for a truck that's in the middle of the intersection. There we go. But yeah, a lot has changed with the channel, with my life, with everything. If you've only followed this series, and if that's the case, you probably have not watched a video of mine for quite a while, because I want to say it's been about 4 or 5 months since I've recorded American Truck Simulator. So got a lot to cover. Luckily, we got a long journey here, so we can sit and talk a bit about all the different changes that have been going on. So we can go ahead and get started here. Hopefully I won't talk too much to where I miss an exit or the speed limit or anything like that where I start speeding. But so first things first, obviously, if you haven't noticed already, I have my own truck finally. I did a live stream at the time of this recording, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago. The brakes on this thing are still touchy due to this day. I cannot get that to work right. But yeah, I did a live stream about 2 or 3 weeks ago where I was playing just this game. I meant to get this video uploaded to the channel, the one that I did on the live stream, but the audio quality was just way too terrible that I didn't feel that it was good enough to upload on the channel. So I didn't get a chance to get that up there for you guys to kind of give you guys an update about what's been going on. Oh, look at that, iFlop. I guess it's better than iHob when they were trying to troll everybody with that nonsense. But yeah, so a lot has changed. I own a truck now, obviously. It's got not that many miles on it, so I've done a few runs in it. Obviously, my base is in, or my truck base, home base, is in San Diego. And this is my first truck, so obviously it came from out of San Diego, and I'm in New Mexico. So I've driven pretty far with it already. I think I've made about 2 or 3 runs with this truck, and I can get over now because there's no need to be in the left lane. There you go. And then we'll go ahead and set that, and we are good to go. Okay. So yeah, I have my own truck already. The thing that really sparked my interest in this game again was to grind through it and get enough money to where I could save up and purchase a trailer in the upcoming update for this game. So If you're unfamiliar with this game, there's an update that's coming out pretty soon. I think it just hit the beta servers at the time of this recording, which by the time this comes out, it might actually be out for everybody. Of trailer ownership. That's like one of the big things with it. So with this update, you're going to be able to own your own trailer now. Not only are you going to have your own truck, you'll have your own trailer. You can go from different docks to load up the product, and they could use your trailer and transport it to wherever you want it. The cool thing about this, well, one of the cool things about it is your trailers, you can customize them so they can have like the same paint scheme as your truck. So like right now I'm driving a FedEx Express trailer. Again, doesn't make sense because like I said, I'm towing, or whoops, I'm in the waker uppers there. I am driving with frozen fruits in a FedEx Express trailer, so it must be some pretty important food to get to this Walmart. But I can have a trailer now that's got my own paint job to it, basically. Then you can match my truck. Same with the wheels too and the tires. So that way I'm not. Oh, that truck's loads are kind of jacked up. It looks like. Look like you got a little wider in front of me. But yeah, that's the update that's coming out pretty soon. I don't know too much more about it. The most I know about it is probably what you guys know from watching Jeff Favignano and then also watching Squirrel. Their two channels, because I know they both featured the trailers on there, so it'll be pretty interesting to see. And I'll try to bring a few videos out to the channel too, as long as American Truck Sim is received well by you guys. I will try to bring more out there to you. I usually reserve this game for like talking about what's going on in my life, just little things to talk about, just Q&A, whatnot. It's on my Discord, the Ask SoCal Thero a question. That's what this was geared for. You guys could ask me a question there, and then I'll read it off on the video here, and then pretty much give you guys an answer to a certain degree. Like there's some things, like I said in the past, that I don't talk about. I don't talk about my religion, and I don't talk about politics, just because everybody's got one opinion and another. And there's always another side to it, and it never goes over well, so I just prefer not to talk about those things because it just leads to arguments. Are you gonna let me over, or... Okay, I guess you're not letting me over. Oh no, now you're getting behind me. Thank you. Alright, let's get around here now. This guy's bobtailing it pretty slow. I mean, I'm doing... Well, now I'm doing the speed limit. Oh no, now I'm way under the speed limit. I'm doing California speed limit here. We're gonna bump it up a little bit here. I'm not gonna go the speed limit there, the 70. I mean, I can, it's just a lot of sweeping turns and stuff come up here and they'll get you. And then you got that on top of it. I gotta pull into a weigh station. Can you turn that off so I can see where the weigh station's at? Oh shit, it's on the left side. Damn it. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that to you, but it was unavoidable. I'm gonna be cutting you off too. Sorry about that. Weigh station's throwing me off. Alright, I will pull in. I don't remember this scale, so this is a first for me. Is that good enough? Oh, I might have overshot it. Let's reverse. Yep, overshot it. Alright, we are at 71,417 pounds, so we are good to go from here. Luckily, it's got enough of a U-turn cut out to where it should be easy to get out of here again. Was not expecting to have to weigh in. That corner would probably be really tough to cut, but we're gonna have to do it, it looks like. Let's see here. Make sure nobody's coming. And cut this corner, but not too much. Luckily there's no other trucks coming in, and then we just gotta shoot across. Which looks like there's cars coming, so I gotta wait there. Truck on that side, SUV. Car on that side. Another truck. Man. Couple trucks on this side. Traffic is a little thick here. And then this is with no traffic mods in, so We're gonna pull out, try to see if anybody will let us go by. Oh, this RV is gonna let us. I don't know about this SUV though. Let's wait for. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, they were nice. They let us out. Get back on the road here. So yeah, that part of my Discord is what's like. This is the game that's aimed towards. You guys can ask me questions, and I don't mind answering them to some degree. I know if you watch some of my old previous episodes of American Truck Sim, there was some really weird questions from the few people that I did have that subscribed, and I got input from. So feel free if you want to. I'll try to leave a link to my Discord in the video description here. If it's not there, you can always find it in the about page on my channel too. It's another place where I keep it. I think this road is mostly 55, so let's keep it at about 3 over, so that way we're not blocking traffic, but at the same time we're not speeding here. So if you've only watched this series and you haven't watched a video on my channel for about 3 or 4 months, I doubt there's anybody like that, but if there is, I mean, I'll go through it like there is, because a lot of my subscribers and following base just started recently that I have. It's not been back from when I started filming this, but a lot has changed. So I wrote down a few things I said in the last episode, and I figured I'd address them as I come about here while I'm driving. So first things first, let's see, my job. So the reason that I had my live stream doing this game was because I wanted to talk to the viewers about what had been going on with my in real life job. As most of you know that do watch, I'm a supervisor for a warehouse. Well, the company announced that they're going to be shutting down my warehouse, the West Coast fulfillment building. So, oh, we need to slow down here. Come on, get in those brakes a little bit more, but not too much. There we go. So yeah, they announced that they were going to be shutting down the West Coast fulfillment plant, which is where I work at, or their warehouse. And they said that, and at the time of this recording, there's actually only 1 week left before I'm actually out of work, but they are ending the lease on the building at the end of August of 2018. So basically, at the end of August, are you gonna let me out, Buick Enclave? I guess not. Okay, well, I'm coming out anyways for the next guy. But anyways, they announced that they're going to be shutting down the site, and that after that day we will be unemployed, basically, or jobless. So we would have to find another job. As of this recording, I've had 3 interviews. I've had one for a job I didn't want. I had another for my job that I separated from when this whole thing came about. Uh-oh, I think I need to get over here. I'm gonna have to do this. Sorry. I had an interview for the job that I separated from. So the company I'm with now is actually a company that split away from my previous employer, and that's the previous employer is the one that I did an interview for. And then I had an interview for a job that is just really far, and I'd rather not take it, but it's pretty much a shoo-in. All I have to say is I want the job, and they'll hire me on, and it's better pay. It's just way too far. Oh, come on, dude. It's 75. Let's go. Come on. I'm doing 50. You can make it. There we go. So a few things. The first job I didn't want, I interviewed for, I heard back from them, and they said that I'm going to say it in layman's terms, because they pretty much tried to PR, HR the crap out of it in the email they sent me. But basically what they said is I'm too overly qualified for the job that I applied for, and that they would prefer to hire somebody that had no experience, that they could pay less. I gotta get over this. Traffic is terrible. Woo! That was close. That was real close. Because this guy is like really loaded down or something. But basically they said that I was too overqualified for my job, or for that job, and that they didn't want to pay me the money that they thought I was worth. And basically, they were going to go with somebody else that had no experience that they could pay less, which is pretty. Pardon my French, because I know I cuss, and normally I try not to, but it's just part of my language. It's part of my vocabulary, I guess you say. But basically, that's pretty fucked up to say. Is that I'm too experienced? Because truth be told, before I got the job where I'm at now, all my other previous interviews, they said I didn't have enough experience, so they didn't want to hire me. Then this job gave me the chance, and they found out that I was actually a really hard worker, and just, oh, look at this guy. Oh man, this guy's gonna mess us up. Yep, we're gonna have to drive slow now and climb this hill. But basically, before this job, every job said I didn't have enough experience, so they didn't want to hire me. Now, apparently, after one job giving me the chance and getting a lot of experience, I now have too much experience. So, tell me how that makes sense, because I have no idea. Hey, dude, we are power climbing racing right now, and an 18-wheeler is beating you. You should probably check your car or check your driving habits, because that's terrible, dude. The 18-wheeler's passing you on a hill with a load. So, right now, like I said, I'm not in between jobs because I'm still working for my previous employer, but I am about to be in between jobs, I guess you can say. Because my second interview was with my previous job prior to the split, and I have not heard back from them yet. But I do talk to the manager on a daily basis, who is like, yeah, we still have a few more interviews we want to do before we can decide who we want and then make an offer to you. And I was like, okay, cool. I mean, at least as long as my name's in the hat, basically, as long as that's still going on, I'm okay with that. And then the third employer, which is a pretty much guaranteed shoo-in, is working for my dad again. And for those of you that don't know, my dad is he oversees the parts and the service departments of a Ford dealership out in Orange County, California. And he is talking about me being a service writer for him. And it's a great job. It's got great pay. It's got great benefits. The people that he works with, he says, are amazing. They're awesome. The only drawback I have to it is far. It is really, really far from my house. The drive is about 70 miles from my house. Although he said I could carpool with him. So it's not really mileage on my car or gas, it's my time that just makes me not want to take the job. And the reason for it is because I used to make this commute before too, when me and him used to work together before at another car dealership. And that's when I still lived with him, so it wasn't as bad. I've moved further south from my dad since then, so I'm an additional 20 minutes away from my dad's house that I'll add to this commute. So the commute, like I said, is about 70 miles one way for me. So I would drive 20 miles probably up to my dad's house, and then we would take his company car and go there. And again, I don't pay for gas. I don't pay for wear and tear on my Evo, anything like that. So it's pretty good. It's just that the job is far. The hours for the job are 7:30 to 5:30. Yeah, that's a little bit earlier than what I work now, but I don't mind. I don't mind working earlier hours. I could work earlier hours. That's okay. The only thing, though, like I said, is the drive. I would have to get up and be out the door by 5:45 in the morning to get to my dad's house by 6:15, 6:10, to only leave and drive from there to work and make it just on time at 7:30, which is absolutely ridiculous. That's just to work. Coming home is even worse. It's easily an hour and a half drive for me coming home on a normal day. On a holiday it's not as bad, but like on a day, like on a Friday when people are trying to go out of town, which it would be in the direction of people that head out to Las Vegas to have a weekend at Vegas and whatnot, I wouldn't get home if I calculated it right, on the normal days I want to get home till about 6:50, 7 o'clock, and then on the busy days, or if I left late, I want to get home until about 7:30. So that is like 14 hours of my day gone to driving and going to work. Again, the pay is better, the experience is good, and I get to work for my dad again, so that'd be fun because I enjoy working with my dad. Although it's a lot harder because, I mean, your dad, so he treats you a little worse than everybody else because he's got to make a point that there's no favoritism. But yeah, I got all these guys passing me while I'm in the middle lane, but I'm not sure if there's somebody over there or not. At least I could do though is kick it up. It is 75 still. We'll kick it up to 70. Or at least, well, we'll just get under 70 here. 68's good, yeah. So, my dad's already told me I could have the job, everything's good, I just have to give him an answer, and I've been thinking about it, and truth be told, I mean, that might have to be the job that I take. How does that suck? That means I'm going to be tired when I get home, I'm barely going to see my wife, I'm going to have a really hard time doing live streams or recording just because I'm going to be tired. It's going to be late. I know a lot of my viewer base is on the East Coast and I'm on the West Coast. So like I'd start recording after dinner, which would probably be about 8:30 my time. That'd be about 10:30 for people on the East Coast, which a lot of people are like, nah, forget it. I'm going to bed. So I can understand why you wouldn't want to watch at that time. So really hoping that my previous employer job is the one that goes through, because that's the one that I really could use. The pay will probably not be the same. I'll probably get paid less. I may have to take a position even lower than what I do now, but the positives are I would probably work the second shift, which really isn't a positive. It's just I'd have to work the second shift, which again is terrible hours, but I guess you could say I'd be streaming earlier in the day. I don't know how many people could watch me that early though. And then another positive is my house is kind of empty around that time frame when I'd be home before I had to get ready to work. So recording would be a lot easier for me. Like for right now when I do recordings, I try to do recordings when my wife's not home or where it's when my roommate's not awake, so I'm not bothering her or anything with my constant narrating. Or when I do LSPDFR, I like really get into it, so I don't want to yell and wake her up because she works a night shift, a graveyard shift. So it's a little more like work. The second job, that is kind of the pro and the con with the second shift, because I would have to work a little bit later in the night, but I don't think it's too bad. The con is I'll be probably making less money than I do now, and I might have to take a position that's less than or below what I'm currently at now. But another pro is my commute doesn't change. And for anybody that knows, or doesn't know for that matter, my current commute is 2 miles. 2.2 miles round trip. I go through 2 stoplights and I'm at work from my house. That's how nice it is. Actually, I take that back. I leave my complex, I make a U-turn, I go through a stop sign, a stoplight, and then turn left at another stoplight, and then I'm at work. That's how close it is. So if I did keep it with my previous employer, because they're going to be keeping the building we're in right now with the people I currently work with, it'll be great because my commute doesn't change. So I'll pay for the same amount of gas, I'll pay for the same amount of mileage, and even though it was a little bit tougher at the time when I first started working there, I know I won't get paid that little, and as far as pay goes, I'll still be able to get by. I won't be comfortably getting by like I am now, but I'll be able to get by, I guess you could say. So, a couple options on the table there. And then finally, the last thing that I've been kind of reading and working on is possibly going into another field. I've been thinking about, because everybody has always told me since growing up that, hey, you know, you've been into computers and games, you should probably do something in that field for a career. And I'm just like, yeah, you can't do anything like that. Like, it's so hard. It's such a saturated market that you can't possibly get your foot in the door. But I'm going to try. I have a buddy that's in the IT industry who hasn't really taken classes. He just has certifications, and he's given me some books so I can try to get my certifications as well. And real quick, let me check. Okay, yeah, I'm holding up traffic. Let me get ahead of this car and then get around him so I can get traffic by. Kind of doing this dog and pony show here with the two of us racing. Of course, when I put my foot down, he's putting his foot down. I gotta climb a hill, too, on top of it. But, yeah, I mean, I'd be living and getting by. I just want to be living comfortably and getting by, I guess is the best way to put it. Alright, let's see here. I think I can pass him right. Oh, now he's going to change lanes. There it is. Okay, well, that's fine. Now I can get over and let traffic by. Starting to get dark here, too. I wasn't planning on driving in the night, but I do have fatigue simulation on, so I will have to pull over at some point. Let's see. In about 6 hours, so probably pull over in the dark and probably get another started in the early afternoon, probably after sleeping. But look at that sunset. That just looks absolutely amazing. Oh, speed limit changed, but it's only down to 65, so I'm just slightly going over it. So we're okay. But I added a few more mods to my game. I still gotta find a mod that extends the train car lengths. I thought I had something like that before, but I guess not. Because whenever I go through a train crossing, it's literally just the train engine, and that's it. Oh, this guy's gonna slow us down really hard. And, of course, now we're gonna get back up here again. It said Flagstaff, Arizona. I think we're already in Arizona, and I didn't even realize it. I've been talking all the way through it. Alright, I gotta get around these guys. They're going way too slow for me. But yeah, I've added quite a bit of mods to my game. Visual mods is something I've been trying to get. Some field of views. Whoa! Going off onto the shoulder here. Trying to get back up to speed again. And we'll get behind this bus in case anybody needs to get around me. Actually, he seems to be slowing down again. I might have to... Yeah, I'm going to have to go around him. And let's turn the lights on. Oh, what's going on there? What is that? Oh, nasty car accident. Oh, and I'm rubbernecking almost off the road. Oh, that was really bad. Oh, I hope they're okay. That was a pretty bad looking accident. The car was all wrecked, and that truck's front end was completely smashed. But yeah, so I'm pretty much been... That's like what's been going on the job front of stuff going on in real life. Let's see, what else did I talk about? Alright, cool, I can bypass this way station. Thank you, as I was pulling right up to it already. Took you guys forever to tell me. Let's see, what else? Oh, here's one. It's funny, it says something about along the lines of working with DOJRP and then also working with members of Code Zero. That's changed a lot. So, again, if you only follow this series, then you're not gonna know this, but I'm sure nobody does. But I'll say it anyways, just in case there is one person out there. So this is for you, that one lone wolf out there that only likes American Truck Simulator. But after I did these recordings and I released my car pack on LSPDFR, I got reached out to by a member of DOJRP, and they asked if I could do some development of vehicles for Polecat. So that was pretty cool. I didn't believe him at first, to be honest. His name was Michael N, and I was like, this guy doesn't seem like he's a member of DOJ. I mean, I think it's fake. I thought it was somebody trolling me, to be perfectly honest. And then when I showed up, I met Martin, for those of you guys who know who Martin is. And I met Polecat too for my interview, so that was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, no, it's the real deal. And this was back in November of 2017, so if that tells you how long it's been since I filmed a American Truck Simulator episode. So I've been doing that. I'm still a member of the development group there. So I work on some of the stuff there. Some of the work that's been seen and I can talk about because they do have non-disclosure agreements is the CHP vehicles that you guys see. Those were created by me. The stringer cars that Polecat and some of the other members drive before they became the security guard, or I think there's Group 6 is the name of the security company. Before they became those were created by me. And then the civilian motorcycles, the Harley Davidson and the BMW motorcycles, those were both created by me as well, which it wasn't too much. That was just getting rid of all the police equipment and then putting a few extras on there so you can customize it a little bit more to your liking. So that was some of the vehicles that I did for them. And then when OCRP started up, when Jeff Fabiano branched away from that and started up OCRP, I was interested in helping them out too, and he was really happy to see that, so he gave me the chance to do some development work for them. If you watch my live streams, most of my live streams for development work is for OCRP, but I've been making, like, if you've watched OCRP, the Highway Patrol's Tahoe that they drive, that was created by me. There's a Ford Explorer for the Sheriff's Department that's going to come out eventually someday once it's ready. At least I feel like it's ready. It's almost ready in my eyes, and I think it is actually too now. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. There's a 2018 Dodge Charger, both stealth and a marked unit for the Highway Patrol guys to drive too, that's coming out. There are going to be two different types of models. They'll have different wheels and different lights, setups, and packages and whatnot that I worked on for them. There's an ambulance that will be coming out as well. It's a 2013 F550 box truck ambulance that I got for them. And then, oh man, hang on one second. Man, look in the mirror. Look at that. It's hard to see now, but when I was in the left lane, you could see it. Look at that moon. That just looks so much better with this graphics mod. I really hope it doesn't hurt my game. It said it was for like 4K and whatnot, and I don't think my game could handle it, but it seems to be doing okay right now anyways. Whoa! Drifting lanes here. So let's see. Yeah, I made that an ambulance, which that's still kind of in an alpha beta phase. Like, it still needs a livery. It still needs a handling line. Needs the light set up, needs some work done to it still. Then I made a flatbed tow truck as well. That is, I think, pretty much done. It's just waiting for some of the like some of the companies that are actually within the game, like People RP, that they own a towing company and whatnot. We're just waiting on some liveries from them for each of their companies that are approved, so they can drive their truck with their logo on the side of it. And then I also I took the Vapid Saddler, the 4-door truck on GTA 5, and I crunched it down, which you can see it on YouTube here. You can see the video. It seems to be one of my more popular videos these days, because I don't know why. Maybe because Jeff commented on it. Who knows? But I made a Saddler truck into a 2-door, kind of a NASCAR truck kind of look to it. So it kind of gives you that GTA 5 vanilla vehicle feel, but it looks like a NASCAR truck that you can use on the racetrack that Jeff and Jake have created for OCRP, which will be really cool. I can't wait to do some RP where I get to be a race car driver. I will be really looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. And pull up, towing my race car and unloading it and getting out on the track there. That'll be a lot of fun. So I created that as well. And then another vehicle that I created too is I took the default GTA Gauntlet. It's kind of looks like a Camaro and a little bit like a Challenger, but I would say more like a Camaro after Jeff pointed it out. And I did a little bit of modification of the headlights so it looked more like a Camaro. And I added a light bar on it, and that's going to be if it works correctly, that's going to be the pace car. So somebody can get in that thing and be the pace car on the track as well, which will be really cool and really neat. So looking really forward to seeing all that stuff when it starts coming out of the rest of the dev team's work that needs to be done. So it'll be pretty cool, like I said. And it'll give the guys a lot of stuff to RP, and it'll give people a lot more entertainment for stuff to do. And this was just stuff I thought of on the fly. Like, they told me, like, Jake and Jeff were telling me about the hot ring. That's a it's like a NASCAR. It's a stock car for NASCAR, and how they wanted to have it templated so they can do custom liveries on it. So I did that, and then I thought about it. I was like, you know, I think the NASCAR does trucks, because to be honest, I don't follow NASCAR as much as I probably should, being a car guy. But I took care of the truck, and I was like, yeah, I think I could do this truck. So I made the truck, and to my surprise, it came out really good. So I'm really happy about that. And then I was like, you know, another thing that NASCAR does is they have a pace car in there. And if I did a default GTA car, why wouldn't we want it? Because, I mean, it's just the default car. So I was able to get that one out, too. So, again, looking really towards the future and excitement to see all this stuff come out. And if I can't be a part of it, at least watching it, like on Jeff's stream or another OCRP member stream. So that'll be pretty cool. But, yeah, so going back to the previous American Truck Simulator episode, how I would like to work with them one day and do some stuff for them and whatnot. Well, wish granted, it happened. Totally was not expecting it, but yeah, it happened. And I still do to this day. I'm a dev for both now. I do dev work for DOJRP, and I do dev work for OCRP. It's very, very time consuming. I haven't had a chance to actually do any kind of real RP on one of the servers yet, which kind of sucks, but we'll get there. We will get there eventually. And the reason for that is because I like to put all my focus and dedication on the vehicles, that I don't like to, like, stop working. Like, I might get an idea and go, okay, let me try to see how I would make this work. And then before you know it, it's like 2 or 3 hours in, I'm like, okay, I finally got it working. And then I'm like, now I want to finish this. Instead of, maybe I can go and RP a little bit and then I'll come back to it. But I created a couple characters already on the CAD over there, so there will be a few characters. And eventually I will probably record and bring GTA 5 RP or 5M RP to the channel too. I'm sure that will be something that everybody will like, because I know a lot of people like the LSPDFR series, so that'll be another thing to add to the channel. And let's see here. How are we doing on sleep? Yeah, we're getting kind of close there. How are we doing on distance? Still got 730 miles. So we're going to need gas at some point too, as well as sleep. We are getting there. So yeah, that's been pretty much what's been happening since the last American Truck Simulator episode. I wish I took a screenshot of it. I think when I recorded and uploaded the last episode of American Truck Simulator, I want to say I had about 28 subscribers, which by the time this comes out, there'll probably be more. But at the time of this recording, there is 262 as I'm looking on my cell phone right now and driving. Probably not the smartest thing to do. So that's quite a bit. And I have the Code Zero guys to thank for that. Like, Jeff Fabianos shouted me out in one of his videos and on his live stream too. It was a live stream that eventually went to a video. So big thanks to Jeff, because that got me a lot of recognition. Big thanks to Polecat, because I mean, pretty much being in DOJ put my name on the map more than anything. And then he just out of nowhere, in fact, it was probably a week or so ago, he subscribed to my channel. Of all people, him and Jeff have both subscribed to the channel, so I'm internally grateful for that. I would never have thought in a million years they would be subscribers to my channel, and they are. So if you guys are watching, thank you guys again for everything you've done for me so far. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that's been going on. On the LSPDFR front, wow, we are really cooking down this hill. In cruise control, and really need to get the H shifter so I don't have to drive automatic and then use this cruise control too. But on the LSPDFR front, we are getting sleepy now. Now we got to actually look at the map, see where Alright, when we get up to... It looks like when we get up to Kingman is where we'll be able to sleep, which... We should make it there in about 2 hours, so... When we get up to Kingman, Arizona here... I think it's Arizona. Oh, and we're getting into sleepers there. We'll pull over and rest, and I think there's a gas station there too, so we'll fill up too while we're at it. But on the LSPDFR front, the content I've been bringing out, I just unfortunately have not had time to create cars, so I've been using other people's cars on LSPDFR, and it's been amazing. It gives me all these great ideas of stuff that I want to do with my upcoming pack, and it kind of puts other creators in the spotlight too, so it's pretty cool to be doing that. Like I used, I'm sure if you're on LSPDFR you know him. I had to really get in the brakes there. Maurice97, I used a lot of his vehicles, his sheriff pack and one of his police packs, and then JJ Dawkins, I used some of his stuff too, so it's been nice being able to use other people's stuff to be able to keep bringing content to you guys on the channel without having to create a car myself. That being said though, there is a project that will eventually be in the works here. I'm hoping very soon, like within the next few weeks. And it's going to be basically Thero's 2.0 pack. And that's going to be, I guess you could say, code name for it or whatever. But it's going to be a San Andreas state pack. So what does that mean? That means that pack will include, and again, this is going to include all the stuff that I've been learning over my time since my original packs hit the LSPDFR community, the 3 of them. This is going to be all the stuff I've been told is wrong with it that I've never really noticed before, and I'll be able to address in this pack and look for. That's what this pack's gonna be, and now it's gonna be, it's crazy to say this, it's gonna be even bigger than that pack. And I don't want to be one of those guys that's like, yeah, I gotta have the biggest pack out there so everybody will download it, but I want it to be of great quality, and I want it to have a lot of detail to it to give everybody a good chance of variety. Basically, I would go around this guy, but I'm afraid that's like passing on the shoulder. I don't want to do that. I'll just have to wait for this light, and I can talk anyways while it's going on. Speaking of which, are we close to our... Yeah, we're not close to our stop or our rest stop yet. I thought we were. In fact, let me pull up the map real quick just to see. Oh, that was... That's not good. That was our stop. It was back there. Well, it looks like what we'll do is we'll get some rest here. And then we'll have to pull over again, maybe in Vegas, to get some gas. So we'll pull over and rest right here. And then this will be a 2-part episode. So I'll go into the pack in the second episode here of American Truck Simulator when we start up again. Oh, we're gonna pull over right here in this rest area. Don't know where you're supposed to... Do you just park right here? This doesn't look like the right place to park. I don't know how you would... See how we're gonna get this out too. I'll jackknife in our truck. I guess we could do this. We're not blocking that poor diner's thing. There we go. Well, let's go ahead and just put the parking lights on. Put the parking brake on. And kill the engine. Let's get out here and look. Yeah, we got parking lights on so they can see us. We're not blocking the burger joints parking there and drive through and whatnot, so we're pretty good here. But guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of American Truck Simulator. Let me know in the comments below what you think. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoyed this content. As I'm yawning here, I'd greatly appreciate it. Lets me know I'm doing a good job and that you'd like to see more episodes from me. If you're not new to my channel and you enjoyed this episode, another way to let me know that you enjoyed this video and this series is to hit the like button down below. Or leave me feedback in the comment section. Anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next episode of American Truck Simulator. Take care.